Learn how to sew. You have no idea how many times this has saved my life. Don't let boys take up space in your life. I promise you the guy from high school is not going to matter once you graduate, and you don't want to spend your early adulthood unpacking trauma they may have left. Don't compare yourself to girls on social media. Most of these women are adults. You're not supposed to be a baddie at 16. This is me at 16. This was me at 19. Easier said than done, but one day you're going to wake up, your baby fat's going to be gone, and you're going to realize you were beautiful the entire time. You were just a kid. People only post highlight reels of their lives. Don't compare your average to somebody's peak. Get good grades and really see the value in learning. It might be fun to talk about marrying rich now, but at some point you're going to realize you should never depend on somebody financially. Read more books, visit your local library and see what they have, and maybe you might even want a library card. Start off with fun reads like fiction and then move on to deeper things. The goal is to be able to equate reading with entertainment like movies and social media. You'd be surprised at how interesting knowledge can be. Start your day off with protein. A lot of the anxiety I felt was because I was skipping breakfast and starting the day off with caffeine. Have a good set of hobbies. I would just try to stay away from hobbies that depend on technology. Your teenage years are still a part of your developmental years, and you don't want to fry your dopamine receptors so young. This might seem like overkill, but unlearning the dependence that I had on my phone made my anxiety almost diminish. Let go of trying to be cool. I promise you, it does not matter. In my opinion, being cool hinders your growth in life. Also be kind. Not cool to put others down. In the real world, there are no hierarchies. Listen to your mom. She was a teenage girl once too. She just wants the best for you. Become more spiritual, whether it be religious or not. I would never tell anyone what religion to follow. I know that a lot of my anxiety, depression, and hopelessness would have been eliminated had I leaned on to God sooner. Get a job even if your parents pay for everything. Value of a dollar is something that nobody can teach you. Work for it yourself. I am who I am today because of the humbling it is to work in the restaurant industry. Participate in school. I used to think school dances, clubs, and all that stuff was stupid. Looking back, I wish I would have participated more. Only go through high school once, and as badly as you might want to get out of there, once you leave, look back with nostalgia. And trust me if it's coming from me, because I wanted to leave the second I walked through those doors. Follow if you would like more.
Let's have a little girl talk. I spent the last 3 years trying to fix the mistakes I made when I was in high school. Start off, stop fucking shaving so much, okay? When I was in high school, I don't know what it was. That I think I was shaving every fucking day. Y'all, that irritates your skin so much. Do not do that, bro. Give yourself at least a few days. What are you even shaving for? And it better not be what I think it is. You know how many scars and ingrowns I got from shaving so aggressively? It's not worth it. Recently, I just learned that apparently waxing also will give you like hyperpigmentation. And I can confirm, after my little shave phase, all I did was wax consistently, but the ingrows, they got worse. I thought it would help because I was like, I'm letting it grow out, giving it a, nope. No. The only thing that helped my ingrowns and my scarring was laser. Look at my armpit. I have not shaved in like over a month. Stop trying to be friends with people who don't give a fuck about you. When I was young, I was constantly chasing the approval of like other people, and I just wanted everybody to like me and whatever. I don't give a fuck about you. I promise you, there's nothing you can do to make them care about you. You're wasting your time. This would be a given, but wipe back. I surprisingly know a lot of girls who wipe from the back to the front. Are you okay? In like grade 6, a teacher came into the room and was like, hey y'all, we're hearing that a lot of y'all wipe from the back to the front. Don't do that. That's like you're begging for an infection. Think about it, you're shoving all your poo. Kidding, girls don't poo. Your feces, bacteria from the back into your front to back. Don't be insane. On that topic, stop shoving soaps and shit up your vagine because you're trying to make it like smell better, be cleaner. Like, there's so many products that are like, oh my god, will help your pH. Nope. Don't. None of that shit is worth it. If you want it to be clean, not smell bad, whatever, drink a lot of water, eat a lot of fruit, and if you're gonna wash it with just water, okay? Put shit in there, it's gonna make it weird. And you're gonna be itchy and you're not gonna like it. Be smarter with your tampons, okay? I know some of y'all keep them in for way too long. A girl I knew who said she forgot she had one in and then shoved a second one in there. Don't do that. Being boy crazy is fun, but it's supposed to be something that just, it's fun and you're in a silly, goofy mood and it makes you like giggle and get butterflies, okay? If it's making you cry and throw up, they're not the one.
Stop telling your friends everything. You might think I'm insane for saying this now, but trust me, just look at how your life changes. Once I stopped telling people what I was planning on doing with my life and actually just started doing it, I finally started seeing success within those things. Just the other day, I was hanging out with some of my friends, and one of my friends was talking to his friend, talking about a project that he was working on. I tugged his sleeve and pulled him aside and just kind of told him, hey, I care about you, so some advice. I wouldn't tell people what projects you're doing that could end up being really successful because people naturally are very jealous. And he kind of got mad at me. He was like, that's literally my best friend. What do you mean? I was like, hey, I'm just trying to give you some advice. You don't have to take it. And we moved on from that. His friend, after hearing that for the rest of the night, was kind of making weird comments at him. Just making fun of him for stuff. So at the end of the night, he tells me, he's like, hey, thank you. In the moment, I was kind of like, what? But now that I look back at it, like, thank you for stopping me. And I ended up like really not going in depth about what I was working on. You can't read anyone's mind, unfortunately. You really don't ever know what people are thinking. That's hard because I also know that I'm a chronic oversharer. Just think about, would you rather tell somebody now and then once you complete it, cool, yeah, you met expectations, or keep it to yourself, allow it to happen, and then surprise everybody around you?
Tips for my 13 to 14-year-old girlies, because I definitely needed all the tips at this age, so I'm finna give them to y'all. I believe this is the age where you're transferring from middle school to high school and you're like a freshman in high school, and y'all, this was my hardest year ever. Like, I had terrible grades, I had terrible friends, I was doing bad stuff, I was all over the place. It's so easy to get caught up in this stuff. Like, when you first get into high school, it's so much introduced to you. Like, it's so much new stuff, and it's never really good stuff. Don't be influenced by the things you see in school. If somebody's trying to get you to do something you know you don't want to do, or if somebody wants you to go somewhere you know you shouldn't be at, don't go. Like, you is still a baby, okay? You got 4 more years to do whatever you need to do, whatever you want to do, and guess what? You got forever after that. My biggest mistake during these years was messing up, falling into the trap of all the bad stuff, doing all the bad stuff, because I was introduced to it in high school and nobody talks about it. Like, it's a young age. So my biggest tip would be to stray away from all that stuff, girl. This is the year where you should literally be setting your foundation for your GPA. I don't know why I just did that. But when you're a freshman and your GPA isn't good, it's so hard to bring it back up. And I can say this from experience. If you care about school and you want to go to college, like, when your GPA is bad when you're starting out high school, the struggle of getting it back up is unreal. My next tip is to just love you, girl. I think this was the year where I actually just despised myself the most, and it's because I saw so much, you know? You're introduced to so much stuff. Like, if you think about it, high school is literally a 14, like, you're 14 to 18. And then you see, like, girls that are, like, literally in a different stage, maturing than you, and then you compare yourself to them. Why are you comparing yourself to, like, a 17-year-old girl that's, like, already fully grown when you just started in high school, you know? You is gonna get there. I promise you. I literally looked so different my freshman year, my sophomore year, my junior year, and in my senior year. Don't let how you look right now discourage you, because it's gonna change. Also, during this time, I dealt with boys being so mean to me, y'all. I know some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, it just be mean people, mean girls, mean boys, bullying. I dealt with bullying so much during these years. And if that's you, listen to me. You're literally going to look back in 2 to 3 years and be like, why did I even care about what they said? Who even are you? Who even, you know, like, it's literally so irrelevant. But I hope this helped you, girl. Love y'all.
You're never stuck. Okay to change your mind, pivot, or start over. Life isn't linear. It's meant to be explored. Different flavor today. Hustle culture is overrated. Productivity is important, but so is rest. It's okay to exist without always achieving something. Your peace is priceless. Don't trade it for people or things that drain you. Small wins are important. Baby steps always get you where you're meant to be. Nothing external can fill internal void. Happiness and confidence come from the inside, not materialistic things. So the next time somebody says run, don't walk, think, do I actually want this item? I just want to feel cool. Gratitude is your superpower. Focusing on what you do have makes you feel a lot richer than buying what you don't. I spent months this year comparing myself to girls I saw on campus and the differences in our social lives. If I would have just taken a step back sooner, I could have realized I didn't even want the lives they were living. Completely different set of morals. My goals just weren't the same as theirs. Why would I want to do the same thing as them? Pretty is not a personality trait. Your value goes so far beyond how you look. Femininity is powerful, but so is your intellect. Invest in yourself. Your skincare, therapy, makeup, it's never a waste. Doing too much for somebody just means that they're not enough for you. I spent a lot of my life believing that I was ugly because guys didn't approach me. Until one day, one of them told me that I have really expensive facial features and that it's probably because guys know they can't afford me. Let that change your perspective. Men don't become good people because they turn 25. I used to think I'm gonna wait until I turn 23 and date guys above 25 because men my age suck. When really I was focusing on the wrong guys. So when somebody says yes, your frontal lobe develops at 25, maybe you clean your room more or start focusing more on your health. But it shouldn't take a man 25 years to develop empathy. Being single is a season, not a flaw. You have your entire life to depend on someone. And while having companionship is really nice, I know I have a boyfriend. Sometimes I wish I would have taken more time to discover who I am. Jumping from relationship to relationship is only going to make you pass your trauma onto your new partner. I learned this the hard way. In the end, it worked out, but it didn't come without sacrifices on both parts. I'm lucky to have found somebody who was willing to figure it out with me. But if I'm being completely honest, I would go back in time and tell myself to wait. That is the final look. If you guys would like more, go ahead and follow.
Teenage advice 101. Let's go. Always carry some type of emergency kit to school. Pads, wipes, hairbands, anything that you're going to need in an emergency needs to go in that bag. I wish I did this more often. Social media only shows you 10% of someone's life. Don't go comparing your 100% to someone else's 10%. You don't know what their life is like. Do not, and I repeat, do not send that photo no matter how much you're being pressurized to. You must make sure, that you learn from other people's mistakes so you don't make the same mistakes. Yes, we all make mistakes in life, but if you can avoid them, that can be even better. So be a student and learn from other people's mistakes. Do not let anyone who claims to be your friend as well, do not let them influence you into smoking, drinking, doing anything that is against your morals. If you already do that, cool, whatever, suit yourself. But if you don't do that and you have someone influencing you, making you feel bad out of peer pressure to do that, if you get called boring for not engaging in those things, then so be it, because it's better to be boring than to go against your morals. Finally, try new things. I know that you're in the same routine because you're going to school and it's the same timetable every single day, every single week, but try new things in your free time. You can go and do different hobbies, you can go to new places to eat, try new things. You are young and this is your time to explore.
This is big sister advice on everything I think you should know as a teenage girl. Never let anybody take advantage of you, whether it be verbal behavior or sexual behavior. If you don't feel comfortable doing something, saying no will not make you a bad person. You need to respect your values and respect your comfort zone. If you're always following what other people do and only like things just because other people like them, you will never know who you truly are. Everybody finds out when you say something negative about somebody else. What you say about others says more about you than it does about them. Your creativity and imagination will not be as big as it is now. Being smart is cool, so don't play dumb. Following that, it is okay to ask teachers for help. It does not make you a loser or stupid if you ask for help. Be confident, but be humble. Do not compare your body to somebody else's. Comparison is the thief of joy.
Ready with me as I tell you guys a list of things that I wish I could go back and tell myself as a teenager. I feel like the top one thing that I should have realized for myself a while back is that literally no one gives a fuck about what you look like or what you do. Back in high school, I would have these periods of insecurities where I actually thought I was like the ugliest person on planet Earth, and I came to university. It's not like these thoughts left. I just realized no one cared. It really isn't that serious. No one even knows who they are anyway, so it's like, why do you care what other people think? I wish I would have been more woke about that in high school. Number 2 is never ever regret any of the choices that you make in life. Like, just don't. In life, there are always going to be options that you don't pick. There's going to be choices that you don't make. Like, there's no point in regretting what you could have done because you've already done it. But, like, looking a year back, I was, like, still regretting some things that I've done. I was like, wait, like, no, I don't regret anything that I've done. I did what I did. I said what I said. Why am I regretting the road not taken? You know what I mean? Be secure in your choices. Number 3, no one actually knows what they want to do with their lives. Like, I mean it for real. No one. Unless if you're friends with Stalin, then I don't know anyone else in their life who actually has a condensed 5-year plan about everything that they're going to do in life. Although it may seem like it. It may seem like everyone on your LinkedIn network has everything planned out for their life. Trust me, no, they don't. So there's literally no reason for you to be psyching yourself out, being like, everyone is advanced, but I'm not. Everyone is like competitive, but I'm not. Just remind yourself that someone else's success never means that it's your failure. It's just now you're friends with more successful people. Okay, another one is that in life, there are a lot of people who you're supposed to meet just to learn life lessons from. If there's a friend who you think is a little bit suspicious, or if your friend is being sneaky or saying stuff, that's a life lesson you need to learn. And your lesson is literally that that person should not be in your life. It's scary to cut someone out of your life. Sometimes it will feel like it's like, oh damn, like I'm cutting a friend out, but like you gotta do it. Okay, another one, this one is similar to what I said at the start, but there are always gonna be people who don't like you for no reason too. Like if they don't like you, like so what? You know what I mean? It's a sign of them, like not of you. Like, oh, you don't like me? Okay, that's fine. And then just the final one to finish off. This one I wish I knew. Like, actually, I wish I was bold enough to pull this off back when I was younger. But You need to be more like upfront. You need to be more confrontational. Stand up for what you believe. Have confidence in what you say. I hate those bitches who have no opinions to themselves. They don't actually think for themselves. You know what I mean? Even if they try to stand on business, they're never even standing on business. I'm like, stand on your business, bitch. Have you never ever stood up for yourself? It's not like in high school I was confrontational or anything, but like I didn't stand on business, you know what I mean? Like I didn't at all. I come to uni, guys, I'm standing on some shit. Like you come for me, I'm coming for you. Say something I don't agree with, like that's fine. You say something that's politically incorrect, I'm not okay with that. Watch out, because I will confront you, like fully. It's important because you need to be taken seriously. Like if you don't take yourself seriously, no one's gonna take yourself seriously. It's like stand on your fucking business. But yeah, those are just a few things I wish I would have came to my senses earlier about. You know what I mean? Stop being so hard on your parents. I understand that it's easy for me to say, but I am an adult woman. I am 20 years old. I did not look like this at your age. In fact, at your age, I used to take my mom's corset and sleep in it to make my waist smaller because I thought I was too boxy. My mom is 5 feet tall. I have not been 5 feet tall since I was 9 years old. Me at 16, me at 20. Don't listen to what I eat in a day. Don't listen to workout routines. It's not gonna work. I used to not eat at all. I used to do workouts day and night. Nothing would work. You know why? Because I was a kid. It was baby fat. It's supposed to be there. Moral of the story, stop being so hard on yourself, because one day you're gonna wake up, you're gonna look at old pictures and you're gonna think, wow, I was beautiful. I was just a child.